Once upon a time, there was a small town called Hilltop. It was a peaceful place where everyone knew each other and looked out for one another. One day, a new family moved into town. They were a young couple with a newborn baby, and they were trying to make a fresh start in Hilltop after a difficult year. They were excited to start their new life, but they didn't know anyone in the town, and they felt a bit lost. One evening, the young couple was taking a walk with their baby when they suddenly found themselves lost in the dark. They had taken a wrong turn and didn't know how to get back to their house. The baby started to cry, and the couple felt hopeless and alone. Just then, a woman came up to them and asked if they needed help. She introduced herself as Mrs. Lee, and she was one of the kindest people in Hilltop. She listened to the young couple's story and offered to walk them back to their house. As they walked, Mrs. Lee told them about the town and its history. She showed them the best places to go and even invited them to a community potluck that weekend. The young couple felt grateful for Mrs. Lee's kindness, and they were happy to have met someone so friendly. The next day, the young couple went to the potluck, and they were amazed at how welcoming the community was. People came up to them and introduced themselves, and they felt like they belonged. They even met another couple who had just moved to town, and they invited them to dinner the following week. Over the next few months, the young couple settled into their new life in Hilltop. They made new friends and got involved in the community. They even started volunteering at the local food bank, which Mrs. Lee had told them about. They felt happy and fulfilled, and they knew that they had made the right decision to move to Hilltop. One day, the young couple was walking with their baby again, and they saw another family who looked lost. They recognized the same look of hopelessness on their faces that they had felt just a few months ago. Remembering how Mrs. Lee had helped them, the young couple went up to the family and offered to walk them back to their house. They told them about the potluck that weekend and invited them to come. The family felt grateful for the young couple's kindness, and they went to the potluck that weekend. They met new people and felt welcomed into the community, just like the young couple had. And so, the cycle of kindness continued in Hilltop, where people looked out for each other and made each other feel at home.